Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are live. It's time to rock and roll. God bless everybody. Have a blessed Monday morning. Let's have a little coffee. Let's have a little song. Let's get right into it. We are live right here on this channel of mine. I'm going to start you off with a really nice jam. I'm not going to go with Monday, Monday. I'm going to go with this hot number right here by this young lady. Let's get into the groove right now.
Is she really going out with him? Well, there she is. Let's ask her. Betty, is that Jimmy's ring you're wearing? Mm-hmm. Gee, it must be great riding with him. Is he picking you up after school? Mm-hmm. By the way, where'd you meet him?
I met him at the candy store. He turned around and smiled at me. You get the picture?
Yes, we see.
That's when I fell for the leader of the pack. My folks were always putting him down.
Down.
They said he came from the wrong side of town. He told me he was bad, but I knew he was sad. That's why I fell for the leader of the pack. One day my dad said, find someone new. I had to tell my Jimmy we're through. He stood there and asked me why. All I could do was cry. I'm sorry I hurt you, the leader of the pack. He sort of smiled at me, kissed me goodbye. Tears in his competition as he drove away on that big exit whether he did, I'll never know. Look out, look out, look out, look out! I felt so helpless, what could I do? Remembering all the things we'd been through. In school they all stop and stare. I can't hide the tears, but I don't care. I'll never forget him, the leader of the pack. Leader of the pack, now he's gone. Leader of the pack, now he's gone. Leader of the pack.
All right. Good Monday morning, my YouTube crew. Number one, let's put the pinky rings on. Glasses are good. We are good to go. Brighten you up a little orange this morning. And, of course, coffee. Coffee is always first. Okay, number one. Right to the topic. Arguing over your opinions. Come on, guys. Come on. People argue over opinions. It's ridiculous. Everybody has their own view, their own thoughts, their own ways, their own mindset, their own way of thinking. Yours is not right. His or hers is not right. It's just that, an opinion. Orange, cause we are all oranged up. It's an opinion. Now, some people think their opinion is the right one, political, religious, all different aspects. We all have our own. We all have our own. It's hard to see criticism to others based on an opinion and really, really good people arguing over what they think is right, what they think is wrong. Years ago, this stuff was never spoken about. I'm talking about politics, religion, real cutthroat conversations based on what you think is right and what you think is wrong. Most of the people I surround myself with think the same way as me. But I don't think ever once have you heard me speak about the things I believe and stand for and what I, in my brain or my mind, think is right. And never, ever, never will I argue with somebody based on that. Family members, friends, dear friends, I have seen friendships break up that have been 50, 60 years strong, break up over things like this. Hello, Athendu. Break up over things like this. So, opinions, especially on our YouTube platforms, you get a good group of YouTubers. I'm not a content creator. You guys can call it what you want to call it. But, and you could have seven, say seven in a group. I'm not going to say a genre. And those seven can have varying opinions. Now, they might have one common mindset that they are collective on. I could say positivity. Let's put it like that. Shows of positivity, right? But then again, one individual could be one way politically or religiously or whatever type of way they think is, but they put that to the side and can have a good, nice, clean YouTube experience and then move along. It just bothers me, nothing really bothers me, but in my brain, it's just hard to see friends and family go at the jugular vein based on what they believe, what they feel is right, and what is wrong. Everybody can have their own opinions. Respect opinions. Respect the way people feel about things. There's no right or wrong. At the end of the day, it's going to be what it's going to be. You know what's right in your brain. You kind of, well, beliefs on what's right and wrong vary. So it's very, very difficult. I just hate to see when good people, good family people, argue over things like politics and religion and stuff like that. So that's, yeah, I disagree, Tommy. No respect for people that put pineapple on pizza. Andrea, that's a whole other topic. I agree with that. No respect for people who put pineapple on pizza. We must agree on that, and we will we will collectively attack the individual that puts pineapple on pizza. Ma disgrazia, we cannot do that. Yeah, yeah. When I am right, when I am wrong, I'm wrong. But there's no right and wrong when it comes to opinion. There's no right or wrong belief. Everybody is an individual. They can believe things the way that they like to believe things. But some people get so passionate about it. But the pineapple on pizza, yeah, I will go with that. Okay, Mr. Edwin, what do we got here? Last Monday, another work week. Yeah, man, workflow is strong. I got a couple days off this week. Dean Dew has entered the building. Chris Breeder, hello, nice. To No, I did not meet Garachi. Oh wow. Steve the truck driver from Elizabeth. Nope, I did not meet them. Steve the truck driver is from Elizabeth, the outer end of Elizabeth. Steve the truck driver. That's interesting you say those names. Yeah, I don't talk much about that stuff, Chris, but I met this one, that one, and the other one along the way. Oh, we have strong mutual friends. I don't think a man and woman should change gender. Well, I'll agree with that, but that doesn't mean I would fight with you over it. Whether I agree or disagree on that doesn't mean I will fight with you over it. To each his own. The world's going to keep on spinning no matter what happens. So why would me and you ruin a friendship over our opinions on something like that? Right? It was unheard of 20 years ago, but it's heard of today. It is a part of society, right? And I will never ruin my friendship with someone over it. Do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. There's things I'm for, things I'm not for, things I agree with, things I disagree with, but I'll never have an argument with you over it based on how I feel. You know, it's just the way it should be. Okay, that's number one. That was basically the topic: arguing over opinions. Try to have a little respect for the individuals that you've been around your whole life. You want to ride with them to the end if it's possible. And political and things like what Chris just said, and the pineapple on the pizza thing. Try to just try to coast through. You want to be with the people that you've been with forever to the end, if it's possible. You can't ruin a relationship because of things like that. Yeah, it's just the way I feel about it. I got to put these other glasses on. The way I view it, the way I feel about it. Because this orange is too bright for me, so I must put these glasses on. And that's it. That was my topic, and the show is over. Everybody go about your business. I gotta go. Ciao for now. I'm out. The show is over. I'm gonna end the broadcast right now. Nah, I'm only kidding. Okay, I need a couple of prayers. Gerard is can't argue. Very stupid. So I don't even about exactly things. You just don't argue about these things, right? Cuz you just don't argue about these things. Gerard, prayers for Gerard. He's going in for some tests, maybe a procedure this morning, and Gerard is a loyal listener. So Gerard, God bless you. Texted him this morning, and I wished him luck. He's having a little test this morning. He should be okay. Adam, you have to start saying the Italian goodbyes now if you want to get out. Yeah, I know. Yep, Gerard. So prayers for Gerard. Now I have another one, a dear friend of mine. Not doing well health-wise. He had a kidney transplant a while back. Things are not looking great. He has a heart issue, some blockage. They went in to do a little procedure the other day. They had to stop and come out. They're going in for a procedure at 10 a.m. this morning. And he's younger than me, but he's a dear friend of mine. And what could happen if the stent doesn't go through? He can go into cardiac arrest. So I got a dear friend of mine that's teetering on life or death. He's only 50 years old, 3 kids, beautiful mother, fantastic family, and anything could happen at 10 a.m. So that's my friend Pete. And we need some prayers for Pete. Wonderful man, helps everybody. Helped his son overcome some serious things, read between the lines, and so Pete, a dear friend of mine, Pete needs some prayer. So that's basically what we have today. The Wine Guild is Pete Fiala. You remember Pete? Remember Pete Fiala, Anthony? He's not doing so great this morning, so we're going to do some praying over the phone before he goes in for the procedure, and God's will, we'll take it from there. Yeah. So that's it. He's planning for his next week's show, Thindu. He's planning for his next week's show. Oh, yeah, it's all good. Listen. Everything is God's will. I don't fear death. I accept it that it is now a part of life. Whatever comes our way every day comes our way every day. Through experience and life, we kind of attained coping skills. Through tragedies and situations that we have been through, we get coping skills. I don't have much people. Monday's a slow show typically. That's why I just get right into the topic and chat a little bit with you guys. But I got some good news. The lovely Sarah Collins. I got a little dialogue going back and forth with her father and her. So I'm going to work on it. So Sarah Collins' dad reached out to me yesterday. Very appreciative that we respect and play his daughter's music. So it's a beautiful thing. Yes, Mr. Collins has reached out to me, and So we're gonna work on it. Maybe we'll get Sarah Collins or her and her dad to pop in the show one night. Hello, Todd Father. Good morning. Thank you for stopping by. Your presence, as always, is a present. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Her dad. Well, Sarah Collins' dad's name is Phil, and Phil has reached out to me. So it's very interesting. So we will see what happens. We will see what happens. Good things to come. I'm always working on things, doing this, that, and the other thing. So yeah, that's what we got. So we'll see if we can get Sarah on the show. It will be nice. So we gotta get, Monday's a slow show. The peak for, I don't know if spoke about this before. The peak for social media exposure. This is Facebook and the Instagrams, right? For the Facebook and for the Instagrams, the peak viewership is Wednesday after 9 a.m. Between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m., you get a lot of exposure on the Facebook and the Instagrams. So if you ever want to get attention to a topic on your Facebook and Instagrams, those are the hours that you use. They work out. You'll get your exposure. Monday's a slow day on the internets. People are catching up, getting into their work, doing this, that, and the other thing. Tuesday's a hustle. Monday's getting back into the swing of things, lining up your week. Tuesday's a hustle. Tuesday's a hustle. Wednesday, people settle in. They're good, they're cozy, they get into their social media stuff. Thursday, people start to feel well. Friday, ba ba ba. Saturday and Sunday, you get no, very, very, very little internet exposure. Saturday and Sundays are dead on the internet. You're not going to go anywhere on the Saturday and Sunday. That's if you're looking to get exposure. Hello, Evan. See now, Evan just dropped in, and Christopher Toro on ALV. You guys that have these shows, you post your shows at any time, and they will get seen on those peak days and times. You know what I mean? But if you're doing lives or posting on your Facebook, stuff like that, Wednesday's the premier day. The weekends are dead. You're not going to get any exposure typically on the weekends. Majority of the people are occupied on the weekends, doing things, spending quality time. So that's it. All right. So I'm going to do a real quick rundown of what we got for this week. Okay. Today, arguments and opinions. Everybody has their own. Why argue over an opinion or a belief? Don't ruin a friendship. Have respect. Go easy. Go easy. I know you think the way you think is right, and it probably is in your brain. But don't disrespect others over it. Now, there's two things we can agree on. Rats, nobody. We're not going to argue over that. We don't have that argument. Rats suck, right? Everybody I know or I've been around is not a fan of informants. Rats, this, that, the other thing, right? Uh-huh. Yeah. So, yeah. So you don't argue with somebody you've been friends with for 50, 60 years and lose a friendship over your opinion. Two opinions that we cannot budge on. Rats, Vatangul to the rats. You have no credibility once you tattletale on somebody. That's number one. And pineapple on pizza, as explained earlier in the show. We do not take that. Okay, those two things. So, but arguing over opinions, try to have a little respect. Okay. Okay. Tomorrow we're going to speak about immigration, immigrants, and what happens when immigrants get to this country. Um, that should be a good show. Now, I just gave you a little bit of hypocrisy because last week I did a show on and And what did I just do? Disgraziad, Tommy Stigs, Ubats. I just did a and an ah. So my whole platform goes together. Last week I did a show to omit and ah. And what did I just do? I went and I went ah. Okay, guys, Tommy, you're crazy. All right, so the ums and ahs, leave them out. Okay, so stop arguing over opinions. You have your own. Keep your friendships together. All right? Tomorrow is immigrants, okay? Tomorrow is immigrants. I want to talk about immigration to the USA and what happens and some of the stories that I've come across and have been a part of in immigration. All right? This is not a negative topic. This is actually a positive show on immigration. There would never be negative shows on immigration. I don't get into stuff like that, negative content. It will always be a positive show. You'll never see a negative show. I'm going to talk about immigration tomorrow, and it's going to be positive, nothing negative. You see how I just paused? I didn't do and I didn't do ah. I don't speak eloquently. I have a very small vocabulary, but you know. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow, immigration. Today, arguing over opinions, not losing friends over it. Immigrants tomorrow. Wednesday, we're going to talk about sick days. Who calls in sick? Why are you calling in sick? It should not be a thing. If you have good work ethics, calling in sick is not a thing unless you are literally sick. The boss knows. The boss knows. Sick days, calling in sick when you're not. The boss knows. Okay? And then Thursday, we're going to go with the world of now, how things are now, what has happened. Answering machines, the phones, you used to miss a call. You had to wait till you got home to get the news. Maybe you caught the phone ring and maybe not. And that's going to be Thursday's show. Friday is always freestyle. So again, I'll reiterate today, arguments and opinions. Don't lose friendship over it. Tomorrow, immigrants, a positive show about immigrants. Nothing negative here. It's not allowed. Tomorrow show is about immigrants. Wednesday, sick days. The boss knows. Thursday, the world we are in now. We need information right now, right at this moment. No answer machines, no nothing like that. We need it right now. You need to see the bubbles going when you text back. So that's the week is lined up for the morning shows. The week is all lined up for the morning shows. So go back and look at it. And that is it for today. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you all for stopping by. Tommy Stigs out. It's time to rock and roll.